made 2 billion shekels during my first 24 hours of starting a brand new Grow A Garden account, and today I'm going to be sharing you my top 14 tips on how I managed to do that without even spending a single Robux. Now, first things first, before we even get into the very deep details here, the first tip I want to give you guys is to come over here to the gear shop. Now, most people don't actually realize, but this guy also has the daily quest. Now, make sure you guys are completing all of it. It's going to be super easy. It's every 24 hours. You have a chance of getting seed packs, and honestly, as a beginner or anywhere in the game, getting these seed packs will be very beneficial to your account so that you can actually get some limited fruits to plant in your garden. Now, tip number 2. If you guys take a look at my farm right here, one thing that you will notice is the left side first plot and the right side. So when you go ahead and take a look here, I have the moon blossom and I have the beanstalks and also the bananas, the new event stuff all planted together. On the left side here, we have a ton of grapes, peppers, cacao, all beside each other. And if you take a look here, if I bring a godly sprinkler out, you can see that everything actually gets hit. This is because the next tip I want to give you guys is to plant all high value seeds beside each other. This is super important so that you can save up on a lot of sprinklers here. It's gonna be super good. You just do so much more. You get so much more money for the amount of effort you actually put in. And most people just plant wherever you want. Yes, some people might want to be more decorative. But if you want to be playing this game maximum efficiency, I highly recommend following this tip that I have given you. Plant everything high value right beside each other, and trust me, you will earn so much more. In addition to that, that also makes your lightning rods much more effective, so when they get shocked, everything in the area actually gets shocked right away, which means all your high value plants are 50 times its value. Next up we have is going to be the sprinkler bug. If you guys aren't familiar with it, well, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna put it down, right? So when I have it down, it's going to be 5 minutes. However, if I go ahead and log off the server while it's still active, what happens is that the sprinkler, instead of 5 minutes, it will actually last for insane amount of time, maybe 12, 13 hours, sometimes even 20 hours, people have been saying. That is the sprinkler bug. They still have not fixed it, so if you guys are trying to put down some master sprinklers, you can actually just put one down and log off the game, and then when you come back to the game, it's still going to be active, except all your fruits are going to be this big, possibly golden and rainbow. Then all you have to do is actually get some mutations on them. Now, the fourth tip I have for you guys is, well, I'm currently in a private server, but if you guys are in a public server, make sure you add everybody in that server or have friends in there at least. Every single friend you have in the server gives you 10% extra shekels. So if you guys have extra 4 friends, you get extra 40%. And when you actually sell them, you're going to earn a ton more. So let's say the 1 billion I sell, right? If I have 4 friends in the server, I basically get 400 million extra shekels for free because I added everybody in the server. That is a very important tip that I see people not actually giving out. And right now, I hope you guys did learn this thing and make sure you guys earn more shekels using this method. Next up, we are back to the fruits. Tip number 5 is, of course, wait for mutations. The earlier tip I said put them all together, right? So when you put a lightning rod, or if you guys wait for just the weather, maybe the snow, the rain, make sure you guys just wait for mutations. Because like I said, the frozen, the chilled, the wet gives you 2 times the value. Moonlit, blood moon also gives you 2x the value. If you wait for a shocked effect, you get a 50 times, and they all do stack. So you can earn so much money. You can even earn millions and billions just from one singular fruit. Waiting for the mutations, it's very important. Tip number 6. Right now we have the Blood Moon event update, which means you will actually need to be server hopping. Now I made a video about this, you can check that out in my channel. But basically what you do is every single night, if you guys are in a server and it's not the Blood Moon, just keep server hopping up until you find a server that's actually Blood Moon. Then you should be able to see this shop and you should be able to buy some very exclusive stuff. And all of your fruits have a chance of becoming bloodlit and has a higher chance of getting the meteor shower effect. So definitely server hopping to these servers with Blood Moon is going to be much more beneficial than staying in the random server that's just regular lunar event. Next up, we are going to be back to the gear shop guy. The most important thing here, honestly, it's very low-key. It's going to be the trowel. Now, trowel is going to be super good because most of the time you're going to be moving your plants around if you guys want to be decorative. But like I said, if you guys messed up and you want to actually move your plants all together, you're going to need a lot of trowels and they do stack. So it's going to be super beneficial to have at least maybe 50 or 100 saved up. This is so that you actually don't need to be wasting time waiting for it to refresh every single time. You actually have enough trowels to make your farm super efficient and actually very decorative. And tip number 8 here is of course going to be doing your events. Now, of course, like I said earlier, you want to be server hopping, but don't forget you also need to be completing this. I've already done this multiple times. If you guys have finished it all the way up to the 530, you can pay 500 million shekels and it should reset it instantly, which means you should be able to get every single reward here again, which is why I highly recommend doing this super often. You get so many night eggs, it's insane. If you go ahead and take a look at my garden, I already have a night owl here, which is super rare. And of course, I'm still trying to get the raccoon here, so I'm going to be doing the event a lot. And of course, I need to be server hopping to be buying night eggs, which is why doing the event is going to be super helpful. Next up on the list is actually going to be tip number 9. I highly recommend, if you guys have the time or if you guys are on PC, you should be able to make alts. Now, if you guys have alts, the nice thing about that, as you can see here, let's show you guys. I currently have a bug egg, legendary egg, and mythical egg hashing, right? I can only buy one each from the shop. However, if let's say I have 5 alts in the server, right? Not only do I get the nice shekel boost, I also am able to buy 5 bug eggs, 5 mythical eggs, and 5 legendary eggs every single time. This just basically makes it insanely good. And with the lunar event currently going on, this also means you should be able to get 5 battle passes every single time with all of your accounts. That simply means you get 5 alts, right? But you also get maybe 50 eggs, which is so crazy. You guys are gonna get super rich by using alts. Definitely one of the best tips out there and very underrated. I still haven't seen anybody say create an alt. It's gonna be super good. You actually have very good chances of getting more insane pets from these eggs, which is why having those alts is actually going to be super useful. Now, before we move any further, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. At 1,000 subscribers, I will be giving away my chicken jockey to a lucky subscriber, and also my night owl, so make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Now we're going to be at tip number 10. Now, of course, there are tons of garbage pets in the game, so I highly recommend looking in YouTube, or if you guys are very good, you can basically just read them. Another bonus tip, by the way, is to make sure you always feed them, otherwise they won't age. So that's a bonus tip. But basically, the main tip here is to pick good pets here. Not all pets are going to be super useful. Right now, if you guys are fortunate enough to get the chicken jockey, he is one of the best. Night owl is super good, one of the best as well. Basically, all of the pets just increase the efficiency of your garden, which is why collecting and selecting the best pets in the game is going to be very useful. Now, since we are talking about pets, tip number 11 is going to be don't sleep on the common eggs. Common pets have the chance of giving you the dogs, so there are 2 dogs, the golden and non-golden. Both of them actually have a chance of giving you a random seed every single time, so they can just dig up anything. The dogs actually have a chance of giving you ranging from the carrot seed all the way up to the cacao seed or beanstalk seed now. So you guys actually have a chance of earning so much. Let's say you are just starting out, you only have 100,000, but you have a couple of dogs. If you're fortunate enough to have the dogs dig up a beanstalk seed or cacao seed, you are literally going to boost your progression by so much. You're going to be ahead of all of your friends who just started because you are fortunate enough to get a 10 million shekel plant from having a 50,000 dog. Next up, we actually have a quality of life. You see all of these big trees, these coconut trees, all of this, right? They're very annoying to actually climb. Now, what you can actually do is use bamboos as your movement. So what you can do is simply plant one, plant one, plant one, and once they actually grow, you can just climb up them and get all of the fruits up there. That is the best way to actually reach them if you guys aren't able to do so. Bamboo is going to be your best friend and you should be able to move around your garden much faster and easier, especially if they are tall plants. And earlier in the video, I was always emphasizing eggs and pets are super good. The next tip I have for you guys for tip number 13 is always check the eggs. So the eggs refresh every 30 minutes, and I highly recommend just checking them out. They have a very low percent chance. 3% for a bug, 8% for a mythical, I think 10% for a legendary. But those eggs have a possibility of containing some really good pets. So that is exactly why I highly recommend checking them out. Of course, you should also be checking out the seed shop all the time. But pretty much getting these eggs will make so much of a difference in your farm. It's gonna be super noticeable, especially if you get like a mantis, a dragonfly. It's gonna be crazy, man. And for tip number 14, the final tip of this video I'm gonna give you guys is be careful when you're trading or avoid trading at all. Me personally, I haven't even traded once yet because I don't trust the people in this game. If you want to trade with people, you have to just gift it to them. So if you gift it to them and they just scam you, they can just leave the server and you're sitting there holding absolutely nothing aside from sadness. So that is why I highly recommend staying away from trading unless you're trading with your friends, of course, or people who are trusted in the community. If you guys see a random dude saying, hey guys, let's trade, I'll give you a mantis or I'll give you an egg, just give me something good or maybe a billion shekels. Don't trust them. Odds are they're gonna just scam you. They take your stuff, they make you cry, and they leave the server. So those are pretty much the 14 tips I have for you guys right now. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.